Monday. Now, today, I wanted to talk to you about our old friend, fear. I wanted to ask you a question. Is fear your friend or is it your foe? Now, before you answer that, before you even think about that, I want to tell you a story. And I want to tell you a story about me and my love of riding motorbikes and how an incident a few years ago could have changed my entire concept, my entire perception of riding bikes and enjoyed my enjoyment of life. Because I've ridden bikes since I was in my 20s and I just absolutely love it. It's one of my pleasures in life. Now, many years ago, I was in the south of France with a group of friends. We were all on super speed bikes, like young men are sometimes, and there was just too much testosterone in the air. And one afternoon, we'd all been out the night previously. I didn't have my leathers on. I just had my crash helmet on, a denim jacket, and a pair of Levi jeans. And I literally had a head-on collision with a car coming the other way. I was doing 70 miles an hour. I don't know what speed this car was coming, but I was coming round a right-hander, misjudged it completely, looked up at a split second, and just rode straight into a car. Now, to this day, I don't know how I survived. I think because I didn't go up in the air and come crashing down, that's what saved me. But I literally hit the road. I must have done about 15 somersaults down the road and just laid prone in the road as I watched my motorbike literally go up in the air. I remember it turned around once, it bounced again, turned on its side, came down and exploded in a ball of flame. And I just remember just lying in the road thinking, oh my goodness, I'm in the middle of the road. Better get out of here. So I dived for the grass verge, took my crash helmet off. There's a split down the back of my crash helmet. I had a tear in my Levi jeans. And that was the extent of my injuries. Now, obviously, psychologically, they went deeper than that because I remember sat to the side of the grass verge and several of my friends, biking friends all around me said, oh my God, are you all right, mate? I said, you know what, all I want to do is just get home and be with my wife and kids. And I was literally physically shaking and I was crying, which isn't surprising, is it? So I spent the rest of the trip on the back of one of my friend's bikes until we got back to the UK. Now, being the person I was the person I am nowadays, immediately got on the phone. I ordered a brand new bike to replace the one that I had and waited 2 weeks for that to arrive. Now, as I went to the shop to buy that particular week, well, not to go to pick it up, they said, oh, your bike's arrived, mate. It's here, all nice and shiny, waiting for you. I'm going off with my crash helmet, with my leathers on. Saw my bike parked outside, nice bright red Fireblade, and I was really excited. Before I got on it and put the key in to set off, he said to me, oh, your bike has arrived back from France. Big mistake. I said, oh, can I go and have a look at it? and I went into the back showroom to see it. It was just this twisted lump of burned out metal. And I felt myself go completely cold and the colour just drain out my face. And I knew I couldn't ride. I couldn't ride my bike. And I said, look, I'm sorry. I can't ride. I'm not sure what to do. He goes, well, you paid for your bike. What are you going to do? I said, I don't know. He goes, well, I can leave it for a week for you. He goes, but if you don't want it, we're going to have to sell it again. I said, well, let me go away for a week and think about it. Fear had taken me over. I remember the accident. I remember all the feelings of anguish, of sadness, of literally fear. I was scared. I didn't want to get back on two wheels again because I could see the accident in my mind. I was walking down the road thinking, I don't think I'm going to ride again. As that thought hit me, I thought, no, you've got to do it. And you know what? I got on that bike. I literally did a wheelie down the road. And within seconds, I'd lost my fear. So the point of the message here is fear. Fear to me is a friend. People look at it as a foe and, oh, I'm frightened, I'm not going to do that. But to me, fear is it's like a little warning bell, right? If you're too close to a fire, fear will say, don't put your hand in that fire, otherwise you're going to get burned. If you're going to have a head-on collision, against a car or against a brick wall, you're not going to do it because fear is going to tell you, don't do that. Take your foot off the accelerator. To me, fear is something that I don't crave, but if I get fearful about something, no, I embrace it. I think, oh, that's interesting. Why am I scared about that? And then I dive straight into it. I just love it because usually when you go through fear and you come out the other side, you look back and you go, whoa, what was that about? What was I scared of? Because your worst fears never come true. They never come true. It's all in your imagination. So the message today is have fear as your friend. It's not your foe. It's just an emotion telling you things could get different. Embrace that emotion, push through it, and I guarantee you'll be glad you came out the other side and you come out the other side smiling.